Hey collective. My phone just did that thing again where it's like, no, we're not mucking around, we're just going to give you a timer. So here we are. This is the view. This is the angle. Straight into it. Right, I thought we'd just get into the cards today and not so much talking. Right, because Lord knows I talk a lot about me. I've learned a lot, okay? And look, I got new sage and I got some Palo Santo as well because I've never had it before. So let us start out by lighting up this fresh sage. Fresh. So fresh and so clean. So fresh. Look at it go. I brought these incense sticks and they're like so thick. And I'm like, put it out. Definitely don't need a whole one. They're like super thick. Alright, what cards are we going to use today? I've got some new ones. I want to use them. These ones here are dying now. Enchanted art. And maybe some The Secret Language of Light. And so those other ones are these ones. And I was getting these downloads, these messages about a green witch, and then I realized I had these cards, and then I've had enough of this. How do I put it out? Area is cleansed, very cleansed. I almost feel like I need to open a window. They have herbs and vegetables and fruits and what they spiritually and like medicine wise are good for. So that was like, thank you universe. And should we use the Angel Abundance cards? It's like 4 packs right there. What about some tarot? I did my nails too. This has got to be like the longest they've ever been. I did polygel. I'm a nail technician, by the way. I'm Tracy. I am many things, okay? Many things. Many things. I haven't learned how to build yet, but I'm there. I just need to buy myself a saw. And then I'm going to be a builder too. I might skip the tarot today and we'll just add these Lovers Oracle messages right at the end. See how we go. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, Holy Spirit, please come down and be with us now. Any messages that need to be given to the collective or myself, please channel through me from the highest white light. Any negative energies, any dark spirits, be gone from mine and the collective's energy. Please protect us while we do this reading. Please heal us. Please let us be open to the messages and give us insight, guide us, and let us transform in peace and harmony. Amen. Okay, I'm not going to start with those. I'm going to start with the let's start with these. Let's see if I can open them right. Yeah. See anything about nails? I already broke one, just redid this one this morning. It snapped off and it's on my Hierophant finger. And I'm like, what's this about? Is this like... There's definitely a message of some sort. See the Hierophant, Taurus. You can see it's the Taurus. I've taken all my rings off. It's actually been really nice to just not wear any rings lately. And then yeah, you can see all the tattoos. So I've got Aquarius, Pisces, they're actually, when I got them tattooed on, they are, like Aquarius is the star, right? So every tarot, like the major arcana, is also a star sign in astrology. And so when I got them tattooed on, I was learning tarot symbols. And then I realized that they were star sign symbols as well. This is the other side. So we've got the Emperor and the Empress, the Devil, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Temperance. This one here, the Hangman. I got that. That's my my wedding ring finger. I got that done when my marriage split to mark end of cycles. To remind me not to do it again. Well, to just not rush into it, maybe. Make sure I'm going to, because you know, marriage is meant to be forever. I thought it was going to be forever, but it was not. Maybe find someone you can evolve with if you're going to spend forever with them, because I evolve a lot. And when you marry someone who doesn't want to evolve, it makes it really difficult. It makes everything very difficult. Everything. Okay, we got number 5, healing. Oh, divine masculine. Change, right? Healing. Releasing. A lot of things might be changing around you at the moment. Might be going through a lot of emotions. Being very emotional. A lot of nostalgia of the past, which is good. It's part of healing. Nourish, number 23. Nourishing yourself. Nourishing your soul, your mind, body, and soul to bring you into balance. I went to this amazing crystal shop the other day. They sell wholesale crystals and just these huge crystals. I walked in there and was like, oh my god. I could just feel all the energy of all these crystals. It was insane. I'd never, oh okay. Oh no, that's divine. Okay, I've seen divine masculine and divine feminine. You may be calling in your divine feminine, your divine masculine. Right? So that's probably why you're going through this massive healing transition, because you've got to heal before you can meet in the middle. They'll be doing... I find we have more than one soulmate, right? I'm not really a fan of the twin flame thing. I was pretty tied up in that for a while. If you're in it, you do whatever you like. But for me, I have ended the whole, I've tapped out of the twin flame thing. I believe we have soulmates, yes, definitely. But the thing with soulmates I've found lately is if, like, your soul will recognize their soul, right? And you have love for them naturally. And sometimes who they are in this lifetime doesn't align with who you are. Like, your soul recognizes their soul, but sometimes they're not awake to their soul, and it can be so painful that they don't recognize you. They don't know you because They're in the 3D world. They're not in the 5D. They're separated as such from their soul. So you may recognize their soul in the 5D and in the 3D, but they don't recognize you in the 3D because they're not in the 5, like they're trapped, like, you know what I mean? They're separated. The soul and the body and the mind. Soulcraft. Number 10. So 10 is all about completion, completing cycles, completing phases of your life, completing a lesson, a teaching, passing a test, because you don't get to complete it and finish it until you finish it and you pass, right? If you don't pass, you fail, and you keep going and you keep going and you get stuck in that lesson. So we have many soulmates that we have met in other lives that you're bound to bump into if you're awake and very aware in your soul and you've done a lot of work spiritually and you're very aware. You're going to learn some, right? You're going to learn. But it can be very heartbreaking. You know, I've had my heart broken a lot. Oh, enlightenment. From souls not recognizing me here. I haven't figured out quite how to deal with that yet, apart from to just kind of respect it and move on. And it's a lesson, right? Everything's a lesson. Like, when I've had my heart broken and not been seen, those people have actually brought me to myself. They have inspired me. It may not have gone the way I thought it was going to in my mind or in my heart or in the 5D, because it didn't align, and God doesn't let me. God protects me for real. And you know, that might be why something hasn't worked out for you, because God's actually protecting you, because you can't actually see the whole picture. You only, you know, your soul's recognizing their soul, but when you're living in your soul and they're living in their mind and their body and they're not connected, you just see things differently. You don't see the whole picture. You don't see what they're actually up to. And a lot of people are up to some shit they shouldn't be up to. And if you're not and you're on the right path and they're not, you're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna work out. You've just got to trust the process. You've got to just keep having faith and keep doing your healing and keep appreciating the lessons of being brought closer to yourself in every person you meet, every lesson that you go through, everything that you learn, every little tiny thing brings you closer to completing yourself. Oh, soul tree. Wisdom, earth, connections, connecting like a tree. Trees grow from the ground, right? They have roots. So you might be starting to put roots down. Roots are very important to put down. Building a community around you. You kind of have to go out there a little bit. But if you follow your intuition and just go where your intuition tells you to go and just trust and allow the process, you will meet your soul tribe and you will build your soul tree. Enlightenment, number 43. I don't know about you guys, but that moon, the last full moon in Capricorn we went through was very significant. It marked the first half of the year, so we are halfway through the year, halfway through 2024 now, and they're very different, the first half to the second half of the year. There's been a lot of release, a lot of things being brought up so that they can be let go. So we get emotions, we have might be re-triggered from old traumas that you've been over, that you've thought you've dealt with, and they've come up again as you are now, because who you are now is different. You see it differently, you've experienced it differently, you have a higher enlightenment, you have a higher knowledge. Sometimes we have to go through things a few times. As much as we're taught in healing, you know, and like therapy, I've just started, I think my cat's at the door. 1 second. 1 second. Come on. I've just started with a new therapist, and I spent 7 years with my first therapist. And so some things have come up for me that I've already technically healed, already technically dealt with, and it just kind of came out. Like, I thought I was going about my new trauma, but then the stuff just kind of came out when I was a teenager, and I didn't even know it needed to come out, because I kind of felt like, do I have to go through my whole life story again with this new therapist? I don't really want to, you know. I'm like, I've done the work, why am I doing it again? But maybe it needs to be done twice, and then it, you know. I don't know all the answers yet, but it obviously needed to come out, and then it's kind of, I feel like it's like revisiting. And if you can revisit who you are and where you came from, what you've learnt safely with a therapist, I definitely recommend that, because what a therapist does is, when these traumatic things come out, they will help you put the pieces back together and settle your emotions, and you know, it's come out. And sometimes it can be a mess when these things come out that were really painful that you've had there. And so I don't even actually think I told I don't think that actually even came up, maybe with my first therapist. Maybe that's why it came up. But they are trained to help you collect yourself and make sure you're okay to go back out there in the world, right? Which is really important, to kind of bring you back to here where we are now, because you've gone back into like a memory, and it kind of, it's like time traveling, right? I did EMDR therapy, and that's pretty much what EMDR therapy is like hypnosis and time traveling. You are traveling back through memories, which needs to, can be really dangerous. You can get stuck in these emotions and go home feeling like shit, right? Go home feeling sad for yourself for something that happened 20 years ago. Gosh, it's amazing what we remember from such a long time. So enlightenment, I got this selenite stick from the crystal shop, so I could tap out any unwanted energies from my cards, clear them out. So there's been a lot, that's where I was at, there's been a lot of enlightenment after all that stuff has been released. So if you did go through a really traumatic kind of over the top releasing emotional state with that full moon, you're not alone there. It's rapid transformation, like we're rapidly transforming, opening up and waking up, and helping each other too to open up and wake up. And in doing that, you've got to heal. If you've got trauma, it needs to move out of the way. It's an initiation period. And to be initiated, you need to be able to heal your trauma and not let it hold you back. If you are stuck in your trauma, you will not be initiated. Channeling 3, channeling, yeah. There's a lot of people learning how to channel. Okay, because this generation is very active. This time and day is very active. The door's still tapping and the cat's in here. Being awoken, it means, you know, we will start channeling. Everybody has the power to channel. Gaia is waking everybody up to channel. So channeling is very complicated too, because you don't, in the beginning, you don't know what you're channeling, who you're channeling, and that's the thing, is you're a radio station. Well, you're a radio, and there's many radio stations, is what channeling is. You need to know what you're channeling. You need to be aware of interference in your radio. You're gonna, as much as you channel the light, the dark's gonna try to channel you as well. And you need to know the difference. And the difference, how you can tell that, is how you feel. Your inner voice, listening to your intuition. If you start feeling yucky, if you start feeling sad, if you start feeling fear and anxiety with your channeling, change the channel. That is not the channel for you. You need to be very clear on channeling through a clear light station. When you are channeling, you need to be very disciplined. And this is why we need to heal and release our trauma too, because our trauma can literally channel dark energies. It attracts them. Our trauma is a magnet. An unhealed trauma is a magnet for the devil, I tell you, for any dark entities. Number 7, nothing has gone wrong. Nothing. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Exactly who you need to be and where you need to be. Focus. There is only light. Your light will get stronger and stronger. Oh, your soul family is coming in. Shine your light as bright as you can, because your soul family will see it. Okay? Don't ever dim your light. Ever. Some people who are uncomfortable and blinded by your light because they're full of darkness, because they don't want to get uncomfortable, or they're comfortable in darkness. I used to be comfortable in darkness. I was born in the dark. Seriously. I was born in the shadows. The deepest, darkest, ugliest shadows. And I had to shine my little light all the way out of there. But it doesn't mean, if you're born into dark places, it doesn't mean that you're not of the light. We are all of the light. But it just, we have to find our light. We have to stand in our light. We have to say no. Say no to darkness. We have to say no to temptation. We have to say no to doing the wrong thing. We have to say no. We have to learn to be good. We have to learn to do the right thing. We have to learn to help others, to be compassionate. And we can only do that by releasing our trauma, healing it, loving ourselves, being kind to ourselves, learning our body as a temple, soulmating. I've been seeing this a little bit, and like, when I think of mating, probably how you think of mating. I'm very celibate, but I still remember what mating's like. Number 34. You might be 34. You might be 36, you might be 21. You're definitely not 10. 23, 43, 24. Soulmating, okay? So, how I was saying before, our souls recognize other souls. We grow up really in our body, in our mind, in our hearts. Our heart is literally, it's like, it's the window to our soul. They say your eyes are the window to your soul. As well. So, I'm going to explain soulmating. Your soulmate. You mate with your soulmate. But how do you find your soulmate? Through your soul. Okay? Our souls recognize souls. But until we are connected and complete and one in our soul, our bodies recognize bodies. You know, we will feel a certain thing because we're in our body. Or we are thinking, you know, we're in our mind, so we're attracted to people's outsides. We're attracted to people's way of thinking. We're attracted to what they're doing. There's, you know, being attracted in a 3D, and then there's being connected in the 5D. You know, before we are a body and a mind, we are a soul. Our souls travel. Our souls have been here for a long time. Some people are awake, some people are not. Some people wake up at different times, and some people... What is that? Is that a piece of paper? It looked like a butterfly. It was just a piece of paper. I'm so gonna go and find that. It fully just floated across like this, like a butterfly out there. Anyway, souls mating. So it takes quite a while on the soul journey of knowing your soul and recognizing souls on a soul level and being in a soul relationship rather than a 3D relationship, right? I was watching this reading last night. It explained that because I'm in my soul and my soul is recognizing people, and I'm getting disappointed because some of these people don't know their souls. Like, my soul recognizes their soul because I'm complete and I have completed the journey of being in my soul and knowing my soul and reading other people's souls. But some people, they don't know their soul. They're shut off to their soul. So they are not able to soul connect on a soul level. They're only able to connect on a physical level or a mental level or a sexual level, right? A lot of that journey is facing your addictions and your faith. So being clean, and in that way meaning often celibate, eating well, a lot of processed foods, alcohol and drugs. They will block your pineal gland, which is your third eye. Some people do drugs to astral travel, to do all these things that we can actually naturally do if you look after yourself and you actually do the work and connect with yourself. It's like not cheating, just, I guess I started doing all of that first, right? Before I got pushed to just completely clean my vessel. Like, my body is a temple, and now I just wouldn't even. It's intense though when you're completely clean. I feel like I'm done with these cards. Soulmating those, getting to know your soul first so you can find your soulmate. You are the universe. We are all so connected. You know, our souls are all connected. We are a collective. Everyone is connected. Color. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. Color. So get to know chakras, your chakras. We'll let go. Oh, whispers. Start getting connected with your chakras and the colors of the chakras is what I've got from that. Thank you for those messages. What should I do next? Eight more days until I get my new glasses. I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna go the Green Witch. These are pretty cute. And they've got the elements on the back, so earth, air, water, fire. Oh, what is the time? Clear those. Okay, these are just a little tips on what the collective might need to add into their diet. Any messages for the collective health-wise that they need to add into their daily life right now they might be lacking. Increase their vitality. Then I'm going to do the Lover's Oracle next. Alright, marigolds are positivity. So usually you have these flowers in our veggie gardens. They keep away the slugs and the snails. You might want to get yourself some marigolds. They bring positivity. Number 40. What's that? I know that symbol. Have I got it? No. Huh. Also the symbol of air is in that one. Action, intellect and communication. We've got number 40 on there. Lemons. And we've got water, so for healing, cleansing. Number 25. And we've got Gemini in there. So water is healing, intuition and emotions. So maybe a lemon cleanse. Put some lemon in some water. Just add, I do that sometimes. Makes the water taste more interesting too. The pink rose, number 36 for gratitude. And then we've got number 26, the apple. Which is water, because they're mostly water, is continuance. I've been eating a lot of apples. I think it's good for blood flow, oxygenating the blood, and hydration too. Because apples are mostly water, they're good for hydration. Any other, oh there we go. Oranges for energy, citrus. And that's another healing one too. So you might need some vitamin C. Number 28. We've got a cauldron in that one. Fennel, strength, and that looks like fire. Yeah, energy, passion and strength is fire. So You might need to add some fennel into your food. Start growing some fennel. You can dry fennel and just have it in your home, but maybe definitely like get a plant and have it growing in your house or in your garden. Then you can add it to your food when you need strength. If you're a little witch, I'm a little witch. That's why the universe sends me to all these places and all these things, so I can learn. What's this, rosemary? No. Tarragon. Regeneration. It looks like rosemary to me. Number 17. We've got fire there as well, so for strength. Snapdragon is purification. It's the snapdragon flower. Most of us know what snapdragon is. Okay, I have one more of these cards, please, Spirit, and then I'm going to move on and try not to make this one too long. Is that all? No, one more. One more? One more. Here we go. The lime for luck. That is also water, number 31. You might be 31. Your partner might be 31. I just heard that. Lime. Limes, if you see limes, also is a sign for luck. If you see any of these things and they stand out to you, it is the universe sending you a message. So many things are a message. But if you're looking for luck, is that the devil? No. That is Virgo. Virgo symbol. Hermit. Lime. It's up to you what you do with that. Oh, watermelon for fertility. If you're looking for a fertility spell or some help with fertility, watermelon, and that is healing again. Number 29. Drink it. I'm hearing drink it. Drink the watermelon. Drink watermelon juice. Okay, those over there. Now I'm going to read the oracle. Lover's oracle. What love messages do we need? Oh, I see. Whoa. Secret admirer stood out to me. If you are on a twin flame journey, do be careful. Do use your discernment, because it's just massive. Okay, everybody has their own different interpretation and you can get very lost in it. Next minute this person's your twin flame, this person's your twin flame, and you end up putting up with a lot of bullshit. Most people you meet in life, they're going to teach you something. Okay, it does not mean you put up with anybody's shit. Most people, they're going to teach you boundaries. Alright, how much shit you're going to take before you put your boundaries up and you walk away. I feel you are complete. Okay, you have a soul. You are complete. I don't believe anybody's soul's cut in half. I don't believe... I believe, like, well, we are duality. We have a yin and a yang. We are our own yin and yang. We all have masculine and feminine energy. It makes absolutely no sense that our soul is cut in half and somebody else has the other half. Okay, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it took me like 4 years of being chewed up and spat out by the twin flame journey bullshit. Soulmates, yes, I believe our souls have connections. Our souls have past relationships. They have past friendships. They have past enemies. They have We have soul connections we have new ones here in this life. We have old ones, and if you're in your soul will recognize these connections. Like you bump into someone you haven't seen in 20 years and you're like, oh, hey! You know, our souls are going to recognize these connections that we've had before. And, you know, you ask God to find you a union. You ask, you know, you pull yourself out of the dating game and you're like, I've had enough. God, point me in the right direction. You follow your intuition. You're still going to meet some lessons, okay? You're still going to, you know, it's never going to be straightforward. You're going to meet people. You're going to learn. You're going to experience things that are going to build you up into who you need to be. A lesson, a blessing, or a lifetime, okay? And that's up to you. Even, you know, it's up to you what they are. It's up to them what they are to you. It really, what people do has nothing to do with you. They make their own choices in what they do in life. We make our own choices. Like it's our soul plan. It's our fate. It's our destiny. We need to have faith, and we need to trust that we're, you know, there's a process and we're going through whatever we need to go through to get wherever we're going to be, whoever we're going to be, right? Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Exactly. You know, if you really honor a relationship and you honor yourself and you treat it like it's sacred, it's gonna last, right? It's logical. It might be a unit, it might be a family, because I said unit. You may be joining a family unit, you know. You know, it might be a whole soul tribe. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. That's exactly true. Where you are right now in life, while you're listening to this reading and watching me right now, you will never, ever, ever be who you are right now and where you are right now ever again. Things change all the time. You know it, okay? So don't ever get stuck in thinking you're stuck, because you're not. Things change all the time. There's a new day tomorrow. There's a new dawn. There's a new day for me. That was terrible. There's a song though. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. You better run. If you don't want to be hit in the ass with Cupid's arrow, you better run. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. We do that, we mirror each other. So make sure you reflect, right? You ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course here. Don't rush anything. My God, if I've learned anything in this life, don't fucking rush. Don't rush. Just take it very, very slow. Like you're hunting in the bush and you're stalking a deer, and you've got to go very slow so you can observe what's going on, who's around. Take it very slow. Slow. Don't let your impulses take over and make you rush. Don't get too excited. Get excited, but fucking have some self-control. Have some goddamn self-control. Alright, calm down. Breathe. Think. Feel. Pause. Take a step. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's a C in the middle of that, however. It's funny when cards have grammar mistakes. maybe it's not a mistake. There is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through the turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. That is so true. I've been doing a lot of reflection lately. And like, if you're going through a hard time, if you've been through something really painful, if you're going through something really painful right now, it is really hard to see through the fog. It's hard to see through the storm. It's hard to see through the turmoil. But if you look back and look at other times that you've been through it, if you look at people like, you know, that have been in these states and they've made it through and they've come out the other side like a washing machine. It's the motherfucking washing machine. Excuse my swearing, but you know, washing machine. You may not understand right now, but one day you will understand. Like last night I was in bed and I was like, did I really have to go through that stuff? Like, that was brutal. And then I was like, would you have learnt? Would you have changed? Would you have woken up from what you were doing and what you were thinking, your way of thinking, your way of acting, the way of the patterns we get stuck in sometimes are so deep. To wake us up and open our minds and transform us, sometimes it has to be extremely painful. We have to lose things. We have to be hurt. We have to get lost. We have to go through some insane challenges, because that's what God needs us to be. That's how strong we are, okay? Some of these experiences we've been through to become who we are and learn the things that we have, we couldn't do it any other way. It was the only way. You couldn't just teach, you have to experience it, right? That's like going to university when you've had a perfect upbringing with a mum and a dad and a happy family and shit, and you've never had trauma, and you're getting a paper in psychology. That doesn't mean you understand anything. It means you have trained in that logically. You know the words, you know the understanding, but because you don't have the experience, you don't understand. And understanding is powerful, okay? I may not have gone to university, but I have experienced almost every trauma there is under the fucking sun. And I have studied psychology my whole life since I was a small child. Because I was born here and I was like, what the fuck is this place? This isn't what I signed up for. I knew from a very small child that it wasn't meant to be this way. I was like, this isn't fair. This isn't right. This isn't, and that's all I could do was observe and learn and try to understand. And then learning that you don't understand everything. You'll never understand everything. And there's so many different levels of understanding, right? And some people will never experience some of the things that we've experienced because that's not their path. You were given that experience because that is your path. You had the courage to overcome that pain. Other people wouldn't have the courage to overcome that, so God did not give it to them, okay? Some of these strongest people are strong because the pain they have been through that you can't see has been extreme. It has pushed them to the limits, and people will not understand that, okay? They will not know your pain, but you know your pain. You know what you've been through. You know how you got here. So you must never forget how strong and powerful you are, okay? That is the main thing. That is the important thing, is knowing who you are, and your strength can get you through anything. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is available to you now. Follow it with faith. So you've got a new path coming up here, possibly something to do with your sacred union. I honestly believe at this time in my life that we go through these experiences to release so that we can renew ourselves. We can have the life that we wanted, that we know we are worthy of. You cannot have the life you think you are, you believe deep down you're worthy of until you become that person. And sometimes you have to go through a lot to release a lot, to be renewed, to be rebirthed like the phoenix, to live that life, to be around people who are either aligned with you, they've either healed all that pain and have renewed themselves, or they haven't been through it, right? They haven't been through that trauma, and they don't need to have gone through that trauma. That's why we're releasing it, right? So it's not attached to us anymore. They're just, at the end, once you've healed it, they're stories, okay? They're stories. Oh, it's a cheeky hawk. The magpies, which are like New Zealand crows, and the hawk, they often are out there, and the hawk's always trying to kind of come through here. They've got like this whole process, this system of keeping the hawk out. At that time, the hawk just managed to go through their tree. That might be a sign for somebody to maybe you have had something come in that's made you feel unsafe and insecure, maybe even in danger. And these things happen sometimes. So keep your boundaries, keep strong, remember who the fuck you are, okay? You are not in danger. Use your intuition will guide you. Call on your friends for help too. Call on the people that you trust. Call on your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors. They will take someone down. They can do things we can't, okay? My ancestors are tough. My spirit guides, my angels, they are tough, and it's taken me practice. You've got to ask for help. You've got to call on them. You've got to ask them to be with you, be around you, and start practicing that. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now it's time to give to yourself. Oh, look, we're at an hour. I wasn't going to be so long, and I'm long anyway. Okay. I've still got 2 packs to go. Alright, messages from the angels, please. Make your own magic. Oh, that's upside down. Share your cares. Talk to your angels. Tell them what's going wrong. Tell them what's going on. Your fears, your anxieties, whatever you're anxious about. Talk to God. Talk to your angels. Very powerful. Make your own magic. Make yourself happy. Connect with yourself again. Spend some time on self-care. I found a really good natural treatment because I was like, I've got these acne scars, right? And I don't wear makeup, really. Might wear a bit of mascara. But I don't like the feeling of makeup. Any time in my life I put foundation on, I'm like, yuck, I hate this. And then I was thinking, I wonder what's something good natural to use for like acne scars. And so turmeric, the spice, and either milk, you make a paste and put it on, So it's used in Indian culture to put it on every day for 3 weeks before they get married. It brightens your skin, and it gets rid of any acne scarring, and it also draws out any like blackheads or bacteria that's in your skin. So try turmeric and milk paste, or turmeric and lemon you can try, or turmeric and coconut oil. A little bit of self-care there. Also drinking turmeric is good for you. Ginger, cinnamon. I have here a licorice and cinnamon tea. I've added the cinnamon myself. Black licorice is good for it's good for digestion. I have some problems at the moment. I actually have 3 specialists and I need 3 different surgeries. You probably can't tell. I'm very good at masking my pain. But yeah. You never know what someone's going through, right? It's okay to do that thing you've been wanting to do. Look at her riding that giraffe. And she's all dressed up. Whatever that thing is, you know, as long as you're not hurting yourself, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, just do the thing. Your angels and your ancestors, your guides are saying, just do the thing. I've got a thing in my head, but I'm like, no, I probably shouldn't do that. I can't even do that. Anyway, go have some fun. Look after yourself, do a bit of a detox. Spend some time on your skin, on your hair. I did a bit of a mask on my hair. Get a trim. I need a trim, but I don't want to touch my hair because it's grown so much. So I'm just going to keep growing it. It's growing heaps. It was like up to here a year ago. Any more messages from these cards before we get into the other cards? Listen to the still small voice within, okay? Spend some time in the quiet. Listen to your intuition. Listen to you, little you, your inner child, your inner voice. What do you need? Okay, sit in the sun. The sun's a really good way to get downloads. Sit in the sun, listen to the birds, and just close your eyes and whatever comes through. Life gets very loud sometimes. Follow your dreams and help will find you in unforeseen ways. Yeah, follow your heart. Dare to dream. Someone's ignoring their dreams. Okay, your dreams are possible. Ah, rosellas. The little pair of rosellas just flew past. They're like parrots. They're all real colourful. They're so pretty. Dream. That's a sign. That's a sign. That's a sign. That's definitely a sign. Go follow your dreams. They're waiting for you, okay? Just because it's a dream now doesn't mean it's not going to be a reality in however long's time. Like, should be magic, okay? When nothing's being magical, or when I'm like, my intuition's shut down, or any of these times in my life, it makes me want to not be here at all. Like, I live for the magic. Like, wherever feels magic, whatever makes you feel good, follow that. Fucking follow it, okay? Follow that path. Follow the path of life, life, light, magic. Dreams, okay, whatever makes you feel good inside and brings you to life, follow it. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Whichever way makes you happy, go that fucking way. Whatever way makes you not happy, run. Don't go that way. Never go that way. Don't go that way. Never go that way. Why not? Ask your dreams a question when you need an answer. Oh, this is when you're sleeping. So maybe go to sleep. That's what I've been doing lately. Not trying to control my dreams, but if you want to download a premonition of some sort, if there's something you really want to know and you want to elaborate on, try thinking about it as you're falling asleep. You're planting a seed for it to evolve in your unconscious mind while you are asleep. And I sometimes remember my dreams and then by this time of the day they're completely gone if I remember them. You might need to write them down. I should probably write mine down. I wake up all through the night though. I have so many dreams and then I wake up. I used to write them down, especially if you're having therapy. You're going to dream a lot and they're going to be hectic. Right, yeah. Do some dream work. Get a journal, put it beside you. Start writing down your dreams. Start asking your dreams questions. Start thinking about what you want to know as you're drifting off to sleep. Dream. Okay, that's what I was thinking. The last few nights, I've been like, what am I thinking about as I'm going to sleep? Like, when I was a teenager, when I was young, I used to, before I went to sleep, I used to, like some people do a lot of lucid dreaming, you know, where you're half asleep and you're dreaming about your dreams, what you want to be, who you want to be, where you want to be, right? And you're thinking about that. And then you quite often go into that dream and you get to kind of witness it. You get to kind of be living in it, in a state, right? The lucid dreaming, when you wake up. I was like, I haven't actually like been aware of what I'm thinking about before I go to sleep. So that I think is quite important too, is maybe it can really change the narrative of things if you are thinking, you're having control over what you're thinking about before you go to sleep. And yeah, seeing how that affects your dream state and your sleep state too, right? Because a lot of people struggle with sleep and insomnia, but have they asked themselves, what am I thinking about before I go to sleep? Am I worried? Am I thinking about fear? Am I thinking about guilt? Am I thinking about the things that have gone wrong with my life? Or am I thinking about the amazing things that could go right in my life? Am I thinking about the things I want to do in life, the things that make me happy, the places where I want to be, the new things, you know, the new person, the new things I want to experience, like. Alright, anymore. I'm gonna have to turn off my heating. It's very hot. Express your creativity in a way that is fun. I'll be back in a second. I need to turn that off. No, it's too hot. Wait. And this one, make the choice that empowers you. Yeah, make your choices based on what is empowering you. You have the power to take your time when you make a choice, okay? Any choice, every choice, take your time, because we all know what it's like sometimes to make the wrong choice quickly or impulsively in the moment. Oh. Look at this nonsense. I need like a little envelope or whatever opener thingy just to open these. I got it. I made it. I'm an independent woman. I can do it by myself. I'm wrecking the boxes a little bit though, right? I've been trying to manifest myself a cabinet or all my cards. Okay, last one. Oh, I already used them. Oh, the angels. Okay, this is a long reading. That is pretty normal. I'm going to close this up with these. And maybe we'll do some words. We'll just make it a long one. All right, angels, spirit guides, thank you for bearing with us for this whole hour in 5 minutes and 5 seconds. 155. Cooperation instead of completion. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There is no need to compete, as there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. It is time to join up with your soul tribe, your soul family. Make connections. Power of prayer. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. That's a really good practice to learn, is to give it to God, to pray. If you've got a situation, if you've got a heartache, if you've got something you're trying to deal with and it's not, you know, you're getting lost in it, it doesn't have a clear direction forward, okay, you can simply pray and sit with God, sit with your ancestors and your spirit guides, and just say, what I do is I do this with my hands, and I say, God, can you please take this? I can't carry it, I can't fix it, I can't evolve it, I can't do anything with it, please take it. And then I let it go, and I trust God, I trust my spirit guides, I trust it's not irresponsible. Like, pay your bills and clean your house, do the things you can do. But if you've got situations that need divine intervention, let go and give them to the divine, okay? Because we can't do everything by ourselves. Some things need magic bigger than us, okay? That's what magic is. It is pulling on source, the source of the energy, the source of the magic, the source on the spirituality, on the things that us humans can only draw on, okay? We channel it, but it does not come from us. It comes from the earth, the sky, the source. Okay, maybe one more card. 2, yeah, I thought it was 2 or 3. Okay. Hey, what's going on here? It is safe for you to receive. No more. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Yeah, if you want to help people and you need more to help, you need to open yourself to being a vessel for God to give through you, okay? Not to you, through you. Opening yourself up for abundance for everyone through you. I would like to feed the homeless. One day in my life, I would like to have enough abundance to go with a gazebo and like some kind of kitchen set up and go somewhere and feed the hungry, feed the people who cannot feed themselves, who have been rejected, who have, you know, lost hope. I'm a cook. I love cooking. Cooking is my magic. I'm definitely a kitchen witch. I would love to feed the starving. Like, that's something definitely on my path somewhere along the line. So that's definitely been sitting there for me. Like, what would you like to align with? What is it that you do? What is your gift that you could do to give back? Think about that. Talk to God about that. Like, you may have something you're really good at that you would like to share with those less fortunate than you. You may feel like you don't have enough sometimes. You may feel like you don't have enough, you don't have as much as your neighbor. I don't know about you guys, but I'm surrounded by mansions. I have this old country house, which I love. I would rather have an old country house that leaks about, than a mansion. Mansions look like hard fucking work. I'd have to hire a cleaner. Or I'd spend all my time cleaning it because they're huge, right? And like, anyway, don't compare yourself to others. It takes away from you because you have so much more than some people, okay? Doesn't matter what anybody else has. You need to appreciate and be grateful for everything you have. Anytime you ever see yourself looking and thinking, oh, I just seen one, there was 5 ones. So 11, and a 1 on the screen just then. Every time you find yourself comparing yourself to other people, thinking, I need more because they have more, you need to look around and see how much you truly have, okay? Even if you need to think about the times where you had nothing and remind yourself what actually having not enough was like, and realizing that even when in those times you didn't have enough, you still had yourself. And if you have yourself, you have a foundation to build on. You have the magic inside you to push through and build. We magnet, we collect. If we're in the right frame of mind, positivity and gratitude and worthiness, we will bring things to us. Abundance is inside us. It is up here where we think we don't have enough that blocks us. Affirmations. I have plenty. I have abundance. I am abundant. I have so much. I am so much. I attract more and more and more so I can share with those who do not have as much, okay? We all need to do that in whatever way we can, okay? You might not have money to spare, but do you have time? Do you have love? Do you have, energy? What can you share with others? Because sometimes people don't need money. Sometimes people don't need furniture. Sometimes people need love. Love is the most important thing. Some people have everything. Some people got 6 Teslas, 3 houses, but they don't have love. Do you know why? Because they've got so much money and so many materials that they attract people that want their money, that see them for money, they see them for materials, they see them for their vehicles and stuff they have, and they cannot trust, they cannot find real love, because the people who are truly gonna love them, they don't have all of that, right? And some people who have just love to give, they're intimidated by that, right? Because they are not at that status. They don't have fucking 6 Teslas. They don't have all of that. They've just got love. This is what happens. We get separated by money, by status, by materials, okay? And then there's love. A lot of people don't know how to find love. And do you know where I've found love? The less I have, the more grounded I am. The more I see, the more I feel, the more I love, okay? I have been in all places. I've had a lot of money. I've had fucking no money. I've been in all sorts of different places. And my children. I remember with my children, when I could afford to give them everything that they wanted, I had this big fancy house. I had the fancy vehicles. We had the fancy parties. My kids, they all had their own bedroom. They all had a TV. They had PlayStations. They had a pool. They had everything that they could have wanted. And it was miserable underneath it. We all got drifted so far away from each other because all these things took over. The less I found we had, the more time we spent together. The more we appreciated every little thing we got. Like, I remember having everything and I hated it. I missed my family. I missed being poor. I was like, damn, like I really, if I could choose, and I did, I'm pretty sure I spent 20 grand on dogs. I didn't want it anymore. I chose love. I chose real over money. I hated it. I hated what it did to us. I hated the trap. I hated the competitiveness, the competing, the shallowness, it just ended up this whole other thing, and I was the only one who could see it, and I was crying, and I was just like, what happened to my family? And it fell apart. It fell apart. I was the only one keeping it together, and it fell apart. And then we, but we all learned. I learned a lot. So you know what? Out of everything, like, you can't buy love. You can't. So be grateful. Be grateful for everything you have, because it's exactly what you need. Okay? No more, no less. If you have plenty, please share it. Please give it to those in need who are praying to God for someone to help them. Like, give to those not who are greedy. Give to those who are in need. Right? Those ones that you see on the street. The ones you see at the supermarket that only have this much and they've got to spend it wisely and it has to last a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Those people, they're the ones praying, okay? And if God tells you to help them, you listen and you help them if you have plenty. Don't keep it all to yourself, okay? God gave you plenty because you were meant to help other people who don't have it. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and positive energy shift has overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. That is exactly like what I've learned and what I would do when more abundance comes into my life, because I've been building it back up. I want to help people. I want to give. I want to build a community. I want to give back because I have been given so much too. I have struggled, I have gone without, and I have been given plentiful from God's people have helped me through. I want to give back. I don't want to buy 6 Teslas. I don't want to get lip fillers. No offense if you have duck lips, but I want to help and I want to heal and I want to feed people because they are hungry, and I have been hungry. My God, have I been hungry, but I bet I have not been as hungry as some people. Right? I am lucky. I am grateful. I have been fed, and the times I have not, I was meant to learn from. I was meant to feel that hunger. when we go through these things of not having enough, we appreciate what we get so much more. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Sometimes we need to really shut off from the world and not eat so much, and it helps us. Fasting helps us. It helps us connect with our soul and our intuition and our spirit guides to get our downloads for our soul journey, not our body journey, not our mind journey, not our 3D journey, but our soul journey. Our soul has a journey here that is more important than any of this other crap, any of this material stuff, right? Pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. When your abundance does start coming in and you have extra, discipline, okay? Put some of it aside. Lock it up, okay? Lock it away. Facing your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled and released these self-doubts. That's exactly it. That's what I was talking about before, about financial fears. Some of these traumas that we have, these triggers, these situations, these failure, you know, feeling failure, feeling, you know, these are blockages. When we see them and we release them, then we can move through and start new financial cycles. Prayer. Pray every day, y'all. Pray twice a day if you're cool. Talk to God. If you need help, talk to God. Talk to your angels. Talk to your ancestors. Ancestors upon ancestors upon ancestors. Not just your, you know, immediate family that have passed on, but it goes back for generations, and they're all there. They're all there with you, whether you know it or not, whether you're connected or not, whether you're a medium or not. They're all fucking there with you, I tell you. They're always there with you, always. It's just that some of us can talk to them and connect with them. But look for the signs. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing at all in life is a coincidence, I tell you. The more you open up to it, the more they can help you. But you've got to ask them to help you. You know, if you don't want to pray to God and you're not there yet, pray to your ancestors. Pray to your passed on loved ones. Talk to them. They will help you. They will guide you. Okay, that's it for today, guys. I'm going to finish off there. And I'm just going to actually light the sage up again and close with a prayer. Lord, I thank you, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of me and the collective. I thank you for being here with us, for the messages you have shared with us, for protecting us, for giving us this insight and these downloads, whatever has come through. Now I would like to send the energy back, send the ancestors back, and with healing, positive, happy energy. Amen. Okay. If you've made it this far, well done. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you are enlightened. I hope you are going away with some new guidance and mechanisms in how to help you on your journey. Okay. You know, there might be things you resonate with, there might be things you're not resonating with. Depends on where you're at on your journey. They say in a lot of these that these are for entertainment purposes only, but I disagree. My readings are not for entertainment. They are for healing and guidance. I'm sharing the wisdom that I have learnt, that I have channeled, the codes that I have been given through my DNA, through my spiritual downloads. I am sharing them with whoever this collective is aligned with and has clicked on my video and is still here with me watching. They are for you because you have come looking for guidance, and it is my job to share what I have learnt with whoever is willing to try to understand. So I'll see you guys on the next one. We're an hour and a half in, so probably haven't made it this far, but if you have, maybe you could give it a like, subscribe if you would like to more guidance and healing tips, and just someone maybe on your journey with you. Maybe you just like someone's voice to listen to while you're doing the dishes, while you're doing your housework. Is someone different than the kids? I listen to readings a lot because I spend all my time alone. So it's nice to listen to somebody else's voice, especially if they've got a good voice. I cannot listen to any readers with voices that are not on my frequency. Just like, no. Your voice is doing my head in. Bye. I try to keep it calm. And alright, take care everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Love and light.